his mohawk look immaculate.
But Marcus, where did they get this from? The disgust in Paul Heyman's face when the necklace came out was just, what is this?
He stole it at the WrestleMania. It was just up for grabs. The Bloodline was at an all-time low at that point. Other than The Rock, who was in his ridiculous outfit.
Nah, bro, you can get that from Etsy. I've looked.
Oh, so you think he bought one? You think he bought one from like Temu or some shit?
Yeah.
he got a cheap knockoff version, and Roman is at home going, "What the hell?"
You know for a fact he turned up at Roman Reigns' home looking for that, and he couldn't find it. So he's like, "Fuck this! I'll just get it from Temu."
If I prepared this correctly, I think I prepared the exact what happened in this segment right here. Clearly, I didn't.
I don't know what you thought was going to happen there, Eric, but it clearly didn't happen. Yeah, we have no idea what was about to happen. Was supposed to happen there.
Because I had recorded the audio from this scene. I thought I had it all queued up, but clearly I did not have the audio cleared up for this, and I feel
basically
stupid.
What he wanted to do is have us work out what he was trying to do by one of the powers we obtained on yesterday's show.
Well, this is what happens when you say no and you do not acknowledge Solo as the tribal chief. I will point out that this is the first time that Solo looks like a bad man as he's hollering, put them through him through the table. But I will say that I was also laughing at the fact that they were having a hard time picking this big man up.
Yeah,
I mean he does weigh 500 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, look at those pale ankles.
And Manny, you said it the best. Don't let that other man have a microphone. He's infamous on the mic.
No, I would like to give a strike to Taba Tonga as well.
Why? Because he's talking language?
No. It's not about anything he said. It's about what he's doing. I do not approve of anybody wearing a t-shirt without explanation of what the fuck does that mean. No one knows what the MFT is.
It's also the same font of an MJF shirt.
Yeah, it looks like MJF, but it's MFT because he's been calling himself the MFT, but we have no idea what MFT stands for. So why the fuck would I buy an MFT shirt?
It stands for motherfucking Tongan. That's what it
stands
for.
Yeah, that's what it
Can
stands
he just come out and say that?
Well, maybe when it goes to Netflix, maybe where there'll be.
I mean, you can say he can just say I'm an MF Tongan or something like that. I'm a mother freaking Tongan or something like that. Just give me a
freaking Tongan is not gonna have the same effect as me going. I'm a motherfucker.
I don't know, Manny. If you tell a woman, you know what, baby, I'm a mother freaking Tongan, and then lick your lips. I think you got a fun night going on.
Welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast.
I
am Eric.
I am all gravy, Lord Manny Hayes.
And I am the mother freaking Tongan.
Betty, I would love to make a special. Betty, let me pay something since we do have this merch stand now.
Manny, weird.
I would love to have you going down a slide of gravy on a hill of mashed potatoes. That'd just be the greatest thing. And of course, it'll be in Lord Manny logo shirt size in the corner. It's Manny sliding down gravy.
Yeah, it would have to be like Okada did that slide where he was so excited.
No, I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be me miserable and then you playing a very slow version of Jurassic Park.
You know, sliding down gravy seems very uncomfortable. It may give you an infection in your asshole.
But
it just seems like that would
hurt. No, Mark, because depends on the consistency of that gravy.
And if they make lumpy mashed potatoes too, like, oh man,
if it's
lumpy
viscous,
ass mashed potatoes,
it ain't gonna be good. If it's Eric, we can see what you're presenting on your screen, so you might want to remove that because we can see that you're trying to bring up news when we definitely know you did not take notes this week.
I did not, but I want you guys to know when I look at when I'm doing stuff. You guys should always know. But anyway, my question for you, I would point out that I would love to give WWE credit because they did something very nice this week, with the exception of NXT. NXT was a little bit but I thought the storytelling elements that they added to both shows, I thought the Bo Dallas event, it almost teared me up because I was like, damn, this feels legitly real. And then you have this whole situation with Paul and Solo. Like, these were the two most dynamic stories that were going on in WWE. And I feel like for me personally, they were the two stories that make me want to come back next
Excuse
week
me.
to
Oh,
watch
you
the show.
obviously-
Excuse me. Hold
You
on.
obviously didn't watch. You didn't watch my take on ETE this week, where I said "fuck Bo Dallas" and "fuck
Yes,
your
Manny.
story."
Marcus already told me about this, and I understand that you don't feel good about that. But
Yeah, but Eric, how could you say that was the most compelling story this week when Sin Balor is back there scheming to get preached out of the Judgment Day?
well,
That
Marcus,
man is a married. I believe he's still married. And he's out there committing adultery, Eric.
But Marcus-
Adultery for video games and sex with a young 20-year-old.
Marcus, let me tell you something though. I understand what you're saying, but that is not the A story. That's not the lead story. That's like, you have when you have a newscast, you have your main story. This is like right there where Kim Kardashian gets a new butt or something like that. Finn out there fucking around. That's what that is. It ain't the lead story yet. Now,
No,
But it is the lead story because I don't care about that main story because I am dirty and disgusting and I will click that one. That's the clickbait. The clickbait is Finn Balor. If the clickbait is Sin Balor. If you even use Sin Balor as the clickbait title, clicking it. I ain't clicking on anything on Bo Dallas.
Yeah, and let me add this about I wouldn't even consider Bo Dallas in the top 3 storylines going on overall because a man was resurrected from the dead, Eric, and had a match and they qualified that. Is he Jesus? Question. Chad Gable.
he was
Did WWE bring back Jesus for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view? Because he had a Jesus.
And he just come back with a scratch.
So, Manny, I'm going to ask you this question. Did you feel like Friday Night SmackDown had that big match feel? Like you could tell they were in the garden? Because I felt that it was a different energy in the air.
It felt like something was missing. They had something there, but like they didn't have a big match to kind of seal the deal. It was all triple threat matches tonight. It was all triple threat matches. Like, and next week, SmackDown's getting a strike from me anyway because they're putting on 3 tag matches. Strike.
Let me also add, SmackDown is getting a strike because I would say a third of the episode was not visual on my television screen due to the riotous crowd and a lot of things being said or shown on footage. I believe some of it was kids flicking off Nia Jax. There was cursing and fucking Solo. It was out of control, and I don't understand why the censors get involved. I don't believe they would censor an NBA game if they start yelling "fuck Bronny James," which probably could happen.
Marcus,
No, because that's
Bull
the storyline
Buchanan
afterwards.
was in the
It's
truck.
like, LeBron
Bull
said, "Fuck
Buchanan was
you."
in the truck.
Eric, what'd you say?
I said Bull Buchanan was in the truck. It was the right to censor. His son is trying to show up in NXT, and he got into the production truck. He was like, we ain't letting nothing go down.
I'm just so annoyed by soft-ass America that I can watch people commit acts of violence, but I can't hear anybody say fuck or throw their middle finger up. It's just ridiculous.
Well, Marcus, you're not as godly as some other people, but let's speak about ungodly people. The
Bloodline's
Bloodline
on TV. Ain't
the
no
Bloodline
guy.
shows up, and they walk out there, and Solo tells Paul, you know what? Jacob ain't here. I followed your advice. He ain't here. But before they can even come out, you see Cody, Randy, and Kevin pull up to the scene. And Cody, you can tell he full of hell because he took his suit. But Marcus, did we go back to the tape? Manny, we had this question. Me and Marcus just on the phone. We can't recall this, but can you recall if Randy Orton was wearing pants or was he in his underwear there to kick ass? Do you know, Manny?
Can you call
I
the
wasn't
footage?
paying attention. It's not something I was paying attention to.
All right. So I went back, and Eric, I'm sure you didn't go back.
I did not go back.
Let's go and let me ask you guys, Eric. Draws, shorts, or jeans? What do you think he was wearing?
Marcus, I know Randy the way that I know. Oh, I see what he's wearing. He has shorts on. Wow. Okay.
Oh, why did you go back? Why would you ruin this?
Because I was gonna steal a picture.
Why would you ruin this? You could have.
But it's still close to underwear though. Sorry, Mark.
No, it wasn't. It's gym shorts. It was fine. I'm just saying this was a good gimmick that you decided to ruin for no reason.
Because it's not the important thing. I just want to.
It was because it would have been. Let's see what your brain will remember. And what kind of man do you think Randy Orton is riding in that car? Do you think he's somebody that walked out his hotel room in nothing but underwear and a t-shirt and knee pads?
Marcus,
or did they they make a stop at a gas station and get a burrito and Randy got out the car with nothing but his underwear on? That's what kind of man we were investigating in. And I was going to ask Manny, Which side of the coin did he think he was gonna do?
I just want to point out,
He
Marcus,
wore his
I
knee
don't
pads,
need.
though. Can we just remember he still wore his knee pads?
He still wore his knee pads.
I can tell
He
you,
left his
Marcus,
hotel
I
with
didn't
knee
need
pads.
this segment to tell me that my memory is shit because I won't remember half the stuff that we talk about once we finish this show in 20 minutes.
But it's still.
With that being said,
You ruined the bit.
maybe if we did productions, we would know what our bits is. But I don't care about no damn bits. We are more natural. We're not planned. Anyway, so they get to the ring. Cody's full of hell. Marcus, did you like the energy?
It's the Cuban in him.
Do you like he channeled his inner Mama Rhodes and was letting people know that he tired of this bullshit?
Well, I was also going to add, do you know why Randy Orton does wear shorts and underwear to the ring, Eric?
No, I don't.
Because of the one line he said in this segment of, which, because I went back to actually listen to it, and, just to make sure. And he was like, because the bloodline's been crawling up his ass for 2 years, Eric. It sounds just really painful. It just sounds really painful. Like, you can go to a doctor with that diagnosis. The bloodline's been crawling up my ass for 2 years.
I mean,
oh, my God.
Cody already said that he killed the bloodline, and this ain't the real bloodline because Roman isn't hope. So, I mean, Cody was just full of hell. Because he was like, I'm tired of this shit. Because he should be defending his title at Madison Square Garden. And technically, Cody is correct in that situation. They did not have a main event for SmackDown. They did not. They did not.
Is this a strike
Well,
for
they did.
Nick Aldis, who had...
They did. It just so happened Indy Hartwell was in that main event, and it made me sick.
This is why Nick Aldis, who planned to be the greatest general manager of all time, has failed. This is a failure on his aspect. And Adam Pearce now has the high ground. Because after this attacking of the bloodline and them jumping through tables and them raising all this hell in Madison Square Garden, getting the crowd completely hyped, Nick Aldis brings security way too late and surrounds the ring after nothing's going on. And then those guys immediately begin to get their ass whipped, as the security seems to be getting lately. And then they had to get the corrupt NYPD involved. And I know why they're corrupt, because I know Paul Heyman has them in their pocket, because at one time he had them trying to use the NYPD for evil to take out Cody Rhodes.
They were undercover, Marcus. They were undercover once again.
Marcus,
They were suspended, Manny. They were suspended.
Marcus, I want to give Manny the opportunity to do what he's been waiting to do for a long time. Manny, can you please badmouth your exiled countryman for his bad decision of sending all his moneymakers home and away from the Garden? Just because it made no sense. Why are you sending Randy, Cody, and Kevin home?
Well, all the GMs are doing fucked up shit this week. So, I mean, you got Ava wearing her dad's biggest rival shirt on TV. You got Adam Pearce having the bullshit every week. He can't control his stuff. And then you've got Adam Pearce. You got what's his name just sending money home. Like that was the main event. That could have been a main event, but no. Yeah. No, we had to settle for Indy Hartwell.
Yeah.
So are you telling me? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say he wasn't gonna ruin his Money in the Bank main event compared for some SmackDown match, but I'm like,
Vince McMahon would have fired him if he was still in this company today.
We could have put Cody. We could have put Cody and Randy against the MFTs. We could have did that. They could have worked.
It's only one MFT, Eric. You can't say MFTs.
I gotta give the infamous Tama, whatever his name is, something.
Tonga.
Nah, he's just a bad Tongan.
Oh,
he's just a BT, bad Tongan.
So I'm about to give the most random strike to a SmackDown show that I've ever given, and that's the simple thing: is that Candice LeRae came out wearing wings, and I know she had the wings first. However, the wings are done better by Lyra, and she is the only wing queen. And Candice LeRae, even being in this qualifying match, was a strike to me with her bland chicken ass. However,
but Lyra's a poison pixie, Eric. She's a poison pixie.
And Candice is a pixie. I don't like her. But it's Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill. This match was very interesting because I kind of suspected who was going to win. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. I would tell you the best thing about it for me was when Nia Jax came out to the ring and the crowd was going crazy. They had to black a lot of stuff out. Marcus, what did you think of this opening triple threat match to qualify for Money in the Bank?
Well, my clickbait for this match would be, is Triple H still a racist? as he had 2 white women jump a black woman in New York City in Madison Square Garden. That's because that's what would happen right off the jump in this match. Now you say, oh, because she's the favorite, she's the more dominant woman, but no, Tiffany Stratton has been on record calling her a black bitch online or using the video. She is down for this racism and jumping. That's what happened here.
Now, Manny,
don't approve.
I asked you this question. Indy Hartwell interfered and did not help Candice win this match, but help, Stratton win this match. Indy has to be fired, right, Manny? She should have never been in a qualifying match because if she can't help her own partner win matches, why is she there?
Well, Indy's gonna do Indy, but she should definitely stay away.
Going to Indy.
She needs to stay away because what she did was awful. It didn't help anyone. Candice needs to reevaluate her tag team with her.
Well, my favorite thing is when we get to Indy's matches when they're questioning, Indy doesn't know what to do without Candice being ringside. She's always conflicted.
I really hate the placement of the match card because I felt that the Santos Escobar Logan Paul LA Knight match was a better match that could have been the last wrestling match of the night. I thought that it had much theatrics.
No. That is not a main event. How dare you even give LA Knight a chance to say he's in the main event?
Manny, it's not because of LA Knight. LA Knight was the worst aspect of this entire match. But you give me Logan Paul greased up, looking like representing Puerto Rico and America at the same time. Then you got him coming out with Halliburton. Then you have Jalen Brunson on it. This was everything that WWE has used to be.
Eric, how dare you? And this is why you need to understand production value. So this happened mid-show, the top of the hour. This is where people flip through channels and they have to see what's on. I have to stay with Smackdown now that I see Jalen Brunson in the crowd. By the way, I feel like I was watching a New York Knicks playoff game. As many people as they show and celebrities in the crowd. There's no reason to show Ryan Clark. Anyway. But, so they have to show this at the top of the hour. What's making you stay seeing Therese Halliburton, Logan Paul, and Jalen Brunson staring each other down with brass knuckles and steel chairs? Getting flashbacks of Karl Malone and Dennis Rodman feuding each other, which means we have this tag match in the books as Therese Halliburton will be wrestled at some point. I figured as a fact.
So.
He's hanging around Logan Paul too much that he's going to get involved. He's too big to not do anything. And I was upset that he was distracted to giving the brass knuckles by Jalen Brunson. He had a plan. They had a plan.
Manny, what did you feel about this segment overall?
I hated it. It was pointless. It was really pointless.
All of it?
Oh, because LA Knight won. LA Knight won. I forget. That's because I was on the phone with Marcus at this point, Manny, and I got real excited because I thought Santos had a chance. I was like, oh, he got it. And then Santos let me down. LA Knight winning is the most lackluster victory. And when you look at the competitors of who's in the Money in the Bank, it's like you either got to be Jey Uso or Chad Gable. And I think you have to give it to Chad Gable in this situation.
No, because now with LA Knight going through into this Money in the Bank, the people that wanted LA Knight to win last year are going to start piping up again that LA Knight is one of the greatest things ever when he's not.
I, for the record, would like to say that I thought all three gentlemen did a really good job in this match. And I know you guys vehemently hate LA Knight and he's an instant automatic strike. But I would say this was a very fine match and a very fine segment. And I enjoyed everything about this. It had some real excitement to it just because of you had Halliburton and Brunson staring each other down for no reason. We knew they wasn't going to touch, but it got the crowd hyped. And then the match was fine itself. And Logan Paul, I believe, continues his streak of never having a bad wrestling match.
Now, Marcus, unlike my brother from across the pond, I can recognize when real is real. And this was a very enjoyable match, although I did not care for the outcome. I do not like LA Knight, but therefore I do understand that he serves a purpose in wrestling matches. I wanted Santos or Paul to win. They did not. LA Knight won. Hopefully he goes through a ladder or a table at Money in the Bank next week, and I can yell and scream at that point. He did show that he has some athletic
Eric, you're
ability.
Not going to and scream. You're going to be like this on the watch along.
It's possible. It's possible. You know. WWE.
But LA Knight, you guys treat him like green eggs and ham, and if you guys want to write a children's book about LA Knight. I do not like LA Knight. I don't like on a bike. LA Knight, I do not like in the light. LA Knight, I hate to see him fight. I do not like LA Knight.
Strangle with a kite.
We got a nice piece dedicated to Sika. Talking about everything he did. And first thing when me and Marcus was watching this, first thing that went through my mind is that, man, Haku is a bad man. And we didn't even know why Haku, the conversation came up. It was like, he was talking about how I'm a bad man. And Marcus was like, man, I wondered how did Haku get that reputation not to be the man to be fucked with? And it was just like
whose ass did he just mollywop in the back? And they went, oh, that's the way it is. So I'm not fucking with that man ever again.
Was there ever maybe a possible thought in your mind that Blair Davenport was going to win the match against Indy and Naomi?
No, she's just floating around backstage. She's not doing anything. Much like Baron Corbin and Apollo, who were watching the men's qualifier backstage, which was like, oh, what are you two doing? Come on, Apollo, just leave.
But if we're gonna touch in backstage segments, one, I do not believe these two men have ever hung out together anywhere outside or inside of this world. I did not believe that segment. I don't believe they watch TV. I don't believe they would be in the same bar by accident and having a small conversation about anything. And there was nothing about this believable. And then Carmelo returned to the garden, as he says, and this one has won championships.
The only one that's won a championship.
Yeah, so with that insult going in, did you guys feel, and this is the real question of the day, it was rumor going around, or speculation, or slander, or if not, truth being spoken about Triple H and his booking of black men? Because today on Smackdown seemed like he was trying to retcon that by empowering the Street Profits, who are going to beat the brakes off of Pretty Deadly in their backstage segment.
Which I object to that. Already. I object to that personally. I want Pretty Deadly to win. I just don't care. I don't, Manny. I know. Speak on it, Manny. Tell me about the hate about B-Fab and the Profits. Go ahead.
It wasn't even that. It was B-Fab trying to be like,
damn alarm.
It's Marcus' car being broken into.
No, my car is safely put under me right now. A little above my car. What do you want?
Okay. It was B-Fab trying to get the Street Profits into a match or into a main event. He's just like, oh, Randy and so-and-so are not here anymore. What about the Street Profits? I'm like, they don't deserve a main event. Get your ass at the back of the line, B-Fab.
Well, to support B-Fab's point, they looked at the rundown of the show and everybody said, we can be the main event tonight. We can be. Everybody was like, we could be the main event tonight. Like, if Apollo and Mello or Baron Corbin or Mello ended up fighting in some form or fashion, it would have been a bigger deal main event than Indy Hartwell, Blair Davenport, and Trinity Fatu.
And I don't appreciate Angelo Dawkins is what he said to Pretty Deadly at the end of Pride Month.
well, Manny, I'm giving Pretty Deadly a strike anyway.
Nah, you can. They live strikeless.
No, they deserve a strike for this one. And wait, it's due to Wade Bear bringing it up. How dare they pitch a musical to your boy, General Manager Nick Aldis, when Lin-Manuel Miranda, creator of Hamilton and Heights and Moana and all these other projects, is out there ringside. You gonna pitch it to him? Even though he was wearing an LWO shirt, he probably shouldn't be wearing that in public.
Why? He's Latin.
He's Puerto Rican. But I'm just saying, there's nothing cool about them. Maybe if this was 1999. If this was 1999, LWO.
Marcus still like those people.
No.
Yes.
The LWO is lame in 2024 compared to the LWO or even LAX of TNA.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
I'm surprised that you even like Logan Paul since he resides in Puerto Rico, Mark. I'm surprised. I don't understand what those people did to you.
Let me clarify. I do
first,
not hate
hold on,
Puerto
Marcus.
Ricans. I just don't like those people, and I'm talking about the colognes.
And so, Manny, you could tell when Marcus is lying, because anytime Marcus is lying, he stepped back from the camera and come back to let us know. Look, there it is. He about to lie to us again. He about to lie to us
I'm
again.
sorry if I decide to hit the ropes before I come back. I want to come back with 23 miles per hour clothesline to say I am 100%
You ain't got
right.
the facilities to run at 23 miles.
I can run at 23 miles per hour. Prove me wrong. Set up a ring somewhere. I bet you I can go 23 miles per hour.
So
If not, I'll take a brown breaking spear.
let's talk about the actual main event of Friday Night Smackdown. That was not a match, but it was the ceremony to crown the new tribal chief. And this was set up by Solo and all his. First, let's just give credit where credit is due. Paul Heyman not shaved, looking disheveled, looking distraught, maybe using some vapor rub to make his eyes a little bit red. I thought those are all nice little touches that really made this segment even pop more. His disgust when Solo called Jacob Fatu to the ring. And once again, Jacob Fatu, his Tron, his music, the chainsaw that's playing in the background, it is overshadowing everybody in the current version of the Bloodline. Like, it was like, this was they was afraid of.
You know what? I do not appreciate Solo lying to Paul like he did. Jacob's not here. Why? That's a blatant damn lie. We all knew it at the beginning of the show. But for him to give him full entrance and announce Jacob Fatu, and it's like, why would you lie? Why would you lie to me?
But then, after that, you have the moment. Like, damn, it was Bloodline all over the show winning. You had Nia Jax. You had Naomi winning. Then you had this. They dominated this show.
Yeah, but, Nick Aldis booked the show using the Rock's family tree.
Yeah. And then me and Marcus was upset because it was barely glanced, and we were like, we need to understand dynamics of who need to marry who to keep the blood pure.
It was on there long enough for you to pause it to get a clear view of it.
Man, there was a lot of stuff happening, man. I could not do that. I just couldn't do it.
Anyway, everyone in the target say something, and each one of them said nothing. Everyone to get down to it. And then the drama happens.
Well,
Solo pulls out the beads.
Wait, before that happened, I want to allow Manny to talk about the infamous and how he should never have a microphone, Manny, because you sent that message to us this morning in the chat, and for you it was this evening. Why should he never have the microphone?
Come on, Joe.
Because he emphasizes things that shouldn't be emphasized. Like he was like talking and like he's like aye, and then lingered on it as he did it. I was like, why are you talking like that? Stop talking like that. That's worse than Mercedes. I don't think it could get worse. The bottom of the barrel of talking on the microphone.
So everybody went around and acknowledged that he is the tribal chief. I thought Jacob was the most convincing because if that man says you're the tribal chief, you go believe it. You just go believe it.
I love you. I love you.
I love you. And he was in the back just going crazy. Like, I was like, oh, man, that man, I haven't seen a rabbit person like that in a long time.
I would say he's doing a better impersonation of Butch. Like, he's basically Butch. The return of Butch, the soul of Butch has entered Jacob Fatu. And he has all of that angst and built-up aggression. Rest in peace, Butch.
I also looked at Jacob Fatu's shirt, and it looked like it was like Baron Corbin's shirt when he was the part of the Wolves, just without all the Baron Corbin writing on there. Just a much better looking shirt. So, the beads get pulled out. Paul is just...
Can you give it its correct name, you uncultured swine? The Ula Fala.
Oh, there we go.
I can't say those words, Manny, so thank you for that, for being...
You can't say Ula Fala. Try it.
The tribal beads were pulled out.
You're not going to say Ula Fala.
I am not. And Paul was beside himself. Where did you guys get those from? How did you get them? What is going on? I'm like, man, I could go down to the local island market, probably get me a set of those beads myself. But, whatever. We're playing a role. He thinks about it. Solo's ready for him to bestow upon him the term of tribal chief. Paul says he can't do it. His ass get beat down. My whole thing is, who will be the new advisor for the new version of the Bloodline? That's what Armando Estrada has already put his name in the hat. I don't know if we need him, but still. Manny, I'll go to you first.
Well, I don't think. And does any of them actually have R's to roll? in that, Armando, Alejandro,
Expedite. Xfinity Day. So
Go ahead, Marcus. Manny
I
had nothing else.
personally, I am personally choosing. I want to choose a very wise man. So you know what? Who acted on his own accord back in the day and knew the only way to excel the family and their entire bloodline to these new heights that they are even today, to put them on the trajectory, whether it's in box office movies or in the ring. There's only one person. He did it for The Rock last time. Now he needs to do it for Solo this time. It's his daddy. Rikishi ass needs to come out to the ring and advise him. And I need him to dance with Scotty 2 Hotty while he's advising at the same time.
His fat ass can't move.
I mean,
Wait a minute. He's just as fat as Paul at this point.
Yeah, but he out there dropping. He dropping rap albums and stuff like that. And as much as it sounds harsh, I don't think he can advise any damn thing. I just don't think he can. I don't like Rikishi there. I think Rikishi has always been a comedy character that I just couldn't take him as a person who could bestow wisdom on people.
But I think he's the perfect person for this, and he can play the role. He comes out in a little tacky suit. He comes out there with his fat ass, and then he just goes and says one or two things, and then you carry on.
But Marcus, the whole foundation of the advisor of the bloodline is that they're not a part of the bloodline. I think that's what makes it even more entertaining when you find somebody that's not part of the bloodline.
Well, that's what makes it better. Instead of Roman's inclusive bloodline, this is a very exclusive bloodline where we keep it our own as advisor. We're not going to have a white man advise us. We're going to the culture. We're going to the man that took out Stone Cold Steve Austin in a car.
No.
Rikishi.
You go to the person that's no one's meaner than Tamina.
Oh, a female advisor? I mean, that's one way to do it, but I mean, she's not going to say much. But I was also saying, I told if I want my white man to keep it in the family, I would go with Robbie E. He ain't doing nothing down in NXT.
He's fighting with a British lady.
Yeah, him and Stevie Turner are fighting for the love of Ava.
Love of them shoulders.
I said,
of them shoulders.
Stevie Turner can be released for all I care. Just saying. All that.
I think the only person that's good.
Yeah, but you disrespect women. That's why.
I do not disrespect women, man.
Yeah, you do.
I love them all.
No, you don't.
I do.
Say that about Athena.
What you was gonna say, Marcus?
My goodness. Manny, you also disrespect women too. You call Sasha Banks a snake, and she has never snaked you out of any money.
I told you when I was at All In, I heard her talking, and it was.
This is outrageous because you know it will have a Boston accent that would annoy you enough to be like, oh, what is this?
So overall, Bart, how did you like the ending of Smackdown? Did you think it makes you want to come back next week to find out what the hell is going on?
I liked it, and I look forward to seeing who will be the wise man. Maybe they dig up the Rock or something to be the wise man, and the final boss is the advisor of some kind, and he's done with Roman and them. That
wouldn't work, Vargas, because if you were gonna dig the Rock, if you was gonna pick the Rock up, if it was one place you was gonna do it, you're gonna do it at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, but you don't have to reveal who the wise man is. You can just always have Solo on the phone talking about yes, wise man, and continue to go, who is he talking to? And then at a bigger later date, you find out he is the wise man. He is the final boss. This is who he takes all his orders from.
I kind of want to see my
It's gonna be Hikuleo, huh?
No.
Hikuleo's the wise man. Just come in.
Why would it be him?
Just comes in all tall. What do you want? Ishii. It's the wise man.
Not Ishii. He's right now, Marcus. Ishii is getting his paycheck.
Is that more of a Tajiri walk
from AEW?
I feel like this is a good Ishii walk.
So it's funny that you guys did bring up. Me and Marcus had another conversation. I'm not really sure if you guys talked about this, and some people said it was that was SmackDown. SmackDown happened. No main event in it with a story, but
good show.
Rebecca Quinn filed for her name, so allegedly. Some people said that was a fake story, but it could be rumors of her going to AEW. Marcus brought up the greatest contract in the history of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash about they always had to be the highest paid performer on the roster. Manny, if Rebecca is going to AEW, I would almost 100% believe that you would say she should get paid more than Mercedes, correct?
Well, she can do more than Mercedes.
She would actually probably come to work.
Mercedes shows some work every now and then.
If Tony's going to start spending money again, he needs to start putting these people on the show.
Did you guys? So I don't know if you saw that post in the mid-card mess where they
like
said
109 million,
104 million on talent, but they had 3 people on there. I was like, I hope that's not just for these 3 guys.
No, I believe that's it might be for the collection, but also that does seem low for the it's mostly those people who are getting it. What I'm saying is, for the most part, if Becky Lynch were to go to AEW, she has to get a bigger contract to Mercedes, a bigger contract than Okada, and I would dare say get a bigger contract than MJF and Will Ospreay at this point.
And
she's the only one that's a proven draw.
You'd have to give more money. You'd have to give TV time to her as well. You'd have to allocate specific TV time. You can't just be like, oh, the women's segment's going to be here this time, 9:30 like it always is.
Yeah, but that's what we said about Mercedes, and she does get that time every week.
Yeah, unfortunately, angers us with terrible promo.
Yeah,
terrible.
The thing about Mercedes is that I'm like, Tony, what are you making money from with her? She doesn't come to work. It's just a very...
She said, no, you keep taking away that she don't come to work. She's there most of the time.
She got the Aleister Black contract where she shows up, cuts her promos, and then she leaves. Right? Manny, would you agree with that?
She had matches. She fought Zeus the other week.
She doesn't have matches. What are you talking about?
She fought Zeus 2 weeks ago.
Who?
Zeus, damn it. Zeus. The big girl from CMLL. Stephanie Berlander's. Not Berlander. That's TNA. Stephanie McClure's. What you call him? Tag team partner. Zeus, damn it. Respect Zeus.
Who?
You pieces of shit. How dare you? How dare you disrespect me? Why, you eat your chicken nuggets, Manny? Shit.
They're actually biscuits.
Those are nuggets. They look like chicken nuggets. Liv Morgan's been there bribing you.
I don't think Manny would object if she showed up. I don't think he would.
If she gave me a plate of chicken nuggets, I'll fold in just a split second.
You should not be. That should not be the reason you fold. The PS5 is why you should fold. Maybe even that image she sent.
No, I'm telling you now. Key to any man's heart is through his stomach, and you know this for a fact.
Yeah, but not chicken nuggets. Yeah, you can't give me chicken nuggets and think I'll fall in love with you.
Hey.
Like, oh baby, you trying to kill me. That's what you trying to do.
You trying to give me this processed food, stuff like that?
Yeah.
This
ain't even McDonald's, bitch.
Why you disrespecting
Marcus, I'll tell you now. I'll tell you now.
If someone gave me a platter of nuggets and they're not McDonald's, that's disrespectful as hell.
If she just gave me a gravy, I know you. Thank you.
I just look at it this way though. It's like,
what would be your folding food?
Well, back to the whole concept of everything is just that if Rebecca does come to AEW, I just hope they find out a good way to use her, because I just don't know if I could. I just feel like it's not going to work. I think it's just going to be another name that you sign that doesn't do anything.
Okay, on the flip side of that, contract expiring very soon. This is probably the second most losing person on AEW right now. Only next to his brother, Ray Phoenix, who is the first losing person on their contract. Penta is becoming a free agent. Do you spend money on Penta anywhere?
No. Because if he goes to WWE, it's just going to be him fighting Mexicans and stuff like that. I just don't think that... No, but I'm not even trying to say that to be disrespectful. But you know what I mean. Manny know what I'm talking about.
Penta, go fight the Mexicans.
Yeah,
please.
It's like, we're going to fight the Mexicans.
The thing is, if you get Penta, you have to get someone else to be like Penta says, because that stupid Alex guy as well. So You don't need him.
Well, I am doing a Penta signing for not much money, but only so I can whisper in Ray Phoenix ear and get him, so I can depend on him being the future of Lucha Libre instead of Dragon Lee, because Ray Phoenix put shame to Dragon Lee as his ability. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I just don't know if
Type. I feel like I'm in an office.
I don't know if like
in a hotel.
I don't think
checking in. Let's see if it's here. Penta?
I don't think there's anything that you could really do with Penta in WWE, especially because they don't do luchadors or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, he would spice up the LWO if he was in that.
Do we really want?
There is no need. There is no more spice that can be added to that thing. It's a mess.
Like, it's like, do we really need this in our life? Like, do you need that? No.
No, I know. I don't need it on either front, and I don't know what company would sign Penta. I like Penta as a talent, but I think that he's done a lot of damage to himself being at AEW, losing all the time. It's him and Brian Cage.
I think he's done. AEW sucked the life out of him. He's done.
It's like
Manny just sent him down. We're about to negotiate your contract. Nope, you're done. It's over. You don't win matches. You done. You're done. You're done. You're sitting right next to Brian Cage and Christopher Daniels. I guess.
And the Gates of Agony.
Oh, the Gates of Agony.
And what do you think of their outfits this week?
I mean, like I said, they dress up like they about to do something, and they don't do shit. It's just like
they dress like it's WrestleMania every time they made event anything.
That's what I said. That's when you need to take the Gates of Agony off them hinges and put them away, put them in storage, and just I don't want to see them ever again.
I just sit there and I'm like, why are we even wasting time with these guys? Like, it's just sad to me. It's very sad.
For a losing ass tag team like them, and then to form the Cage of Agony with Brian Cage and make a super losing group, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'd rather have 3MB back.
Damn, 3MB.
They just one man.
I mean, it's just like, that's the thing about it. Like, I don't even know where Tony should start with, like Cadenza, like who he should put on TV, who he shouldn't put on TV. I mean, like the whole way that Dynamite started off, where pretty much everybody was ignoring the champion, and then the champion even points out, "Hey, they ignored me, and they're gonna have a second thing coming." I'm like, no, the champion should never be ignored.
No,
He was being ignored.
They were sucking Danny Garcia's dick.
Yeah, and it was Will Ospreay offering title matches for a title he doesn't even have.
I've lent money out like that before. Yeah, man, I'll let you put money, even though I borrowed money to lend you money.
What else happened this week in wrestling? I don't need to bring up Bo because I know Manny doesn't want to talk about Bo because he thought that was useless. Liv, you guys probably talked about Liv doing Liv things to a whole nother level. I mean,
yeah. Here's a question. We asked this on ETE this week. This was one of the main topics. List your 5 champions right now.
My 5 favorite champions?
Top champions.
No, top champions. Who's top booked Mox, right now?
You got Mox, Swerve, Trick, and then Damian Priest and Cody.
Those are the ones.
Oh, so they only have to be heavyweight champions. They can't be.
It have to be the main guys. You don't put no Kata randomly in there or something, or whatever Jay White 20 belt he has right now.
I think you still go with Cody.
Oh, you gonna start top.
Cody, Mox.
You said Cody 8 times. Okay, Cody's your number 1.
Yeah, number 2 would be Mox.
Mox.
Yeah. Although Mox is not featured on AEW TV or New Japan TV, I think of all the people, he has a bigger draw. I think he's a better champion than Damian Priest. I mean, I have nothing against Priest, but I think Priest was at the bottom of my list with Swerve being right on top of him.
Priest is like Joe Biden this week for me. Which as soon as he started talking, I was like, your value has dropped.
No, because Trick lost to Sean Spears this week. He got pinned by Sean Spears, so he dropped this week. He dropped hard.
Yeah, okay, Trick is at the bottom, then it'll be Priest, and then I guess it will be Swerve in number 3. So yeah, Cody, Mox, Swerve, Priest, then Trick.
All of us had completely different orders in this list. Priest was not
Mox
number 5.
At the bottom of mine. Mox was my number 5.
Yeah. Priest was my number 5, and I felt because he lost his title reign to Liv Morgan.
Hell, I'll put if you let me include Liv Morgan be number 3 on the list, she'll bump a bunch of people off that list.
Nah, once you start fighting Zelina Vega, your title reign means nothing.
No, Marcus, but however, that feud between her and Zelina Vega is still anything better than what they're doing with Bland Bailey. Like Bailey right now is just kind of like, oh, this is what we doing, Bailey. I'm sorry. Like Roxanne Perez has more steam than Bailey.
Well, Roxanne Perez accused Ava. This is what you've been trying to do, huh, Ava? You've been trying to steal my title, which is probably one of the funniest segments ever of someone like, what are you talking about? She dropped this title off.
No, but it was like when she told her that she's got to fight Lola Vice at Beach Break or Heat Wave?
Heat Wave.
She walked off crying. It was like, whatever, Ava.
What the hell, JK? Why are you taking shots?
What?
Good morning, evening. Our soccer trophy is the deadbeat father to England. Swear they're gonna come home, but never do.
Yeah, that seems like America and England right now. As America dropped in the Copa because they decided to get violent and could play with 10 men in the game, and now they're gonna get beat by Uruguay and be out of this thing. And England just can't win a game. It seems like they decided to tie everything.
No, they are playing the most boring football. It's not exciting watching them play.
Eric, do you have any soccer takes right now?
Nope.
Back to you.
I mean, the thing about soccer is just that, like, it's almost kind of like all the championships is at AEW. It might be too much going on that it's only sometimes you need to pay attention to what's best. And I think Euro is the best soccer that goes on right now.
Wow, how do you hate the Americas? Why do you hate the Americas? Why? They have Brazil.
Brazil!
And all the top countries like Portugal and shit. Don't you dare talk about Copa. It means everything. Jamaica's in the Copa.
Marcus, I ain't never said, you know what, Jamaica
Mexico.
They got a great tag,
They got great hats. They got style.
Jamaica got great tag division.
It's like, I'm glad they got this tag division. I'm just saying, Marcus.
I agree with JK Smith. The Copa has been more fun. Nothing's going on the Euros.
The Euros have been a bit boring, to be honest.
But that's sad because was everybody excited about the Euros being exciting this year?
I mean, everyone's excited about tournaments.
Yeah.
Just ask Tony Khan. He does one every other month.
Just ask the Los Angeles Lakers who won that banner of the in-season tournament. And now you can win one, the first father-son combination to win one.
And guess what? Yeah, don't get at me. The number 55 pick was talked more about than the number 1 pick, who I still don't know who that is.
That's true. By the way, AEW had a bounce back in their ratings this week.
They did? They had no competition, huh?
No, due to the Big Bang Theory. No, they had the NBA draft.
Marcus, on Thursday, can we actually just review the episode of The Big Bang Theory? Because I think that's more entertaining than Dynamite.
I mean, that's what we're doing at this current moment. If that's what you need for numbers, it's The Big Bang Theory. It wasn't great numbers. They did, under 700 people or 1,000 people, which was not a great number. But if The Big Bang Theory wasn't there, they may have did 500 again.
I just feel like
it's insane to say this is what's helping Dynamite.
I just feel like when you really think about everything that goes on with the whole Dynamite thing, and I think ratings are overrated, but I think that the thing is that it's just that we have to acknowledge that AEW really needs to do something to make their show interesting. And I mean, yes, having great wrestling matches is a great thing to attract, but you also have to give me something else to care about. Like I would love to have at least one storyline that was going on that made sense. I didn't need to have the MJF, Daniel Garcia, who has not even been, you give him one promo package, and it feels like that promo package that we got 2 weeks ago was just made so we could get out there and so they could suck each other's dick in Northern America, in that demographic. Like, I just didn't need that. I mean, in the Northern East Coast. Shut up!
Northern America? Are you calling Buffalo Northern America?
The Northern East Coast. You know what I mean.
He started a sentence and he did not know where he was going with it.
Yeah. You went full Joe, Eric. You went full Joe Biden. The question was on abortion, Eric. The question was on abortion. Not Danny Garcia in Buffalo, or as you like to call it, Northern America.
I was just giving you guys my rendition of what was going on. Yeah, that was bad. I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys can forgive me for
the hamster on the treadmill
so
in his head just fell off the treadmill.
I had a valid point, but then I forgot.
But back to AEW. I mean, we just have all these stories going on in WWE right now. It really does stand out. It really does.
Kane said Eric's sentence went to parts unknown. It really
I love that. That was like one of the best comments ever.
Much like my intros on the last Try Not to Laugh video.
Where Manny just like, he just took a deep breath and forgot everything he needed to say ever.
I realized one day I have to
twice. I did it in the ad read too.
Yeah, and then you did it on another show that I, was taken out due to I don't want people to think Manny is losing his mind and is sick.
I started the intro, but then it was a terrible intro. So I'm glad you actually did cut it out.
Eric, are you going to take part in the Tangent Show, the new hottest show on the channel?
Did they get numbers?
Of course it did.
It did good numbers. It did numbers, Eric. And when you have Manny holding a 1 in a Harry Potter thing, and then you have a racist Doc Brown, for no reason he's racist.
No, it starts off with what singular trinket are you taking from the movie universe to we're taking it all. We're taking it all.
We want and then just started battling. It was an innocent conversation. And Eric, what trinket would you take from any movie, comic book, whatever form of entertainment? Something you could just take.
While he thinks, I'm really annoyed that neither of us decided to take the power of the urn.
I'm upset that I didn't take a Megazord from what you call him.
Can I take all 5 Infinity Stones? I'll take the gauntlet.
No, Marcus already took it. You can't take it.
Yeah, I took it and I snapped Manny away because he tried to take a DeLorean to go back in time and end me.
No, as he tried to snap, he forgot that I had the Mr. Fuji's soul and I threw it in his eyes.
Still feel like I snap it off.
You thought,
damn.
Oh my eyes.
I really wanted that one. And you took that from me. Shit.
Yeah. Can you answer a question for me then while you think about this? I mean, I'm not actually your brain to do a lot at the same time.
Yeah, you're trying to have fun. Okay.
I may overload it here.
Put sentences together and you're trying to overload him.
All right, so
what the hell does the Ring of Power do? The Sound Rods ring. What the hell does that thing do?
We don't know. It don't do shit. All it does is possess people. So, but speaking of rings, Marcus, this is a great segue. I think it's a useless trinket, but I've always been a fan since you took the Infinity Stone. I need to have Doctor Strange ring so I can just do this and make portals. That's what I need to do.
That's not power. That's just running away from shit.
Hey, if the shit hit the fan, more likely than not, I'm running away from shit.
You're gonna walk in.
What happened? I think Eric ran away from shit again. Yeah,
that'll be him. As we're killing Cedric Diggory, Eric's like, oh, I don't want to be seen with this.
I mean, that's pretty accurate.
It's not a bad thing to do. It's not a bad thing to do. And Eric, more likely to steal stuff, Superman or Batman?
Batman. No hesitation.
Exactly. See?
Why would the Batman steal? He's rich. Why would he steal?
Marcus. Let me
Batman ain't got moral compass.
Marcus, can I point out to you? Marcus, why do rich people steal now? And they're rich. I.e. Brett Favre.
That's too real.
Brett Favre, I just gave you that.
That's too real right there. That's too real. That's too real.
Kane, it has invisibility, but it also gives you the look of like you've just been touched.
Yeah, I mean, like
you shouldn't.
I had to say the Ring of Power for Sauron Ring, it's like crack. It just sucks your whole soul from you. It makes you addicted to it. You get obsessed with it. You lose your hair. I'm good.
And Eric, where do you think Superman leaves his clothes when he switches out in phone booths back in the day? Did he just leave his drawers there? Do you think he would just leave his dirty shit stained underwear somewhere?
Marcus,
And someone's like, "Who is this?
Mark, can I tell you something?
Who is this?
Mark,
Who left this?"
I'll tell you this right now, Marcus. I'm almost 100% sure Superman go commando.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think Superman wear any drawers for that exact reason.
Where does he leave
he
his
wears it with his costume, Eric. He wears it above his costume. He wears red tiny whities above his actual costume.
I don't know, man. I just feel like that's what he would do, personally.
Oh
No, you gonna lose money. Yeah, it's only so much good stuff that you could give us.
Have the golden arch.
They have the golden arches. You see, that's why we're different.
But there's so much to choose from. There's so much to take out there. You know.
I can't believe you took the Infinity Stones. I'm really mad about that, Marcus.
Man, he took the Force and didn't realize he didn't come with a lightsaber and then he goes, he's going to be in the shot of the street.
Manny, you took the Force and thought it came with a lightsaber? No!
Yeah, whatever, Eric. I can.
He could have just took the lightsaber.
I choke you and leave no fingerprints.
I understand what you want to do. At the end of the day, though, you have to understand that the Force and the lightsabers don't go hand in hand. They just don't.
Go get shot.
They're separate.
Someone's going to be like, is this man Force choking people? Shoot him.
Yeah, shoot this man. And then you have to ask this question. If you put Magneto's helmet over his head, could he still use the Force?
Yes.
Magneto.
I don't know, man.
You can't be throwing X-Men in this.
Why?
I mean,
know X-Men
Marcus
break
did
everything.
throw Pokemon. Marcus did try to throw Pokemon at me.
I will. I'll throw all of them at you at the same time. I don't give a fuck. You gonna get electrocuted, bird.
Marcus, last question, Marcus.
Yeah.
This is a real question, Marcus. We're having a Pokemon battle. What Pokemon are you throwing out first? Who are you gonna? Who is your champion?
I'll throw out a great Charizard to burn the motherfucker you guys will char you up and then eat you later.
Manny, not knowing that he's gonna pick Charizard, who would you throw out there? Who is your Pokemon of choice?
Easy. If you watch the Pokemon cartoons, there was a specific Squirtle that was around. The one that wore sunglasses. That Squirtle was a badass motherfucker. Squirtle was a badass motherfucker.
Manny,
That is who's coming out.
Manny, I'll tell you this right now. I am not surprised at all about you taking Squirtle. That makes sense. Marcus, I'll probably also take Squirtle in this situation. Just because, hey, I know it'll beat your fire.
I guess I'm going to have me some turtle soup then.
Okay, first of all, Manny, I am not a Bulbasaur motherfucker. I heard that. I don't know who picked... No, I don't know who picks grass Pokeballs. You just don't do that.
It's the same reason we all believe you're a Hufflepuff.
I am a Ravenclaw, and it's been proven on multiple occasions. I continue to take the test, and I continue to disprove what you guys are trying to claim me to be.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
You know what? Fuck you both. Fuck you both. I don't acknowledge any of your things that you guys say.
I'll put the certain hat on people. I'll take the certain hat, man. Just put it on random people so I can talk shit about them. Oh, you ain't shit, aren't you? You don't pay your rent. Yo, you cheating on that woman, huh? You belong to Slytherin. Let's not put my business out there. What a piece of shit. He's worse than Lasso of Truth. You can't be the whole brand. That's like saying I'm Crip. What are you talking about, you Slytherin?
I'm Crip. Also Crip.
Kane, I think we've done this before. Like, it made the show go 20 minutes longer than it should have.
It came. It proved once again I was Ravenclaw. And they still didn't want to accept the results.
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, but you didn't have no real sorting hat on your head.
I did.
I'm in House Cornelius.
What,
where we're just black and poor. No, we're just black and poor. In the wizarding community. We're a public school. A public wizarding school.
Marcus, do you know what I want to happen?
We ain't got no books.
I want the sorting hat to be voiced by Okada. And just have him call him a bitch right afterwards.
So, can I ask you guys this question? Is that the worst? Is that kind of sad though when you think about when you think about AEW in the last couple of weeks, the thing that sticks out the most with you is the fact that Okada's going around calling people bitch. And that's like the most entertaining thing. You wait for him to walk out. Oh, no. Bitch. I mean, it's like, it's almost right up there like when Nakamura and EO get their video package where they talking all that shit. And then only EO comes through with it. But I ain't seen Nakamura in a long time.
Hey, Nakamura's still getting title matches on the live event scene, so Nakamura's kind of thriving.
Hey, Nakamura's probably the safest person to work with. Like, he ain't gonna hurt our champions.
What was I gonna say? It was something random about that. Whatever.
I know about your back.
I know about your back.
You're big.
Was it about him saying bitch?
It was something along those lines. Oh, Eric, is Brian Keith blowing on you?
No.
By randomly having his segments of yelling and being an angry black man, since you guys have so much in common in the way you guys like to inflect or where you guys want to be disrespectful.
But you know, I was just thinking of somebody. I'm going to ignore that question. I need Tony Khan to listen to me real quick. Tony Khan, this only for me. Can you bring Too Short to AEW and just have him say, "What's my favorite word?" and then have Okada
Oh my God!
I wouldn't need that in my life.
Hold on. I am emailing Tony right now.
Like, no.
Forbidden Door, let the rappers in, especially Too Short, and have him work with Okada.
Next time you guys go to Oakland, just have Too Short be here for no reason. What's my favorite word? Bitch.
I 100% would like that to happen, and I think that would be something that would be better than any 5-star, 6-star, 7-star match to have Too Short on the show. Manny, are you aware of Too Shorts and his rappings?
You don't need to be. You don't. Marcus.
Again, we need to do a whole series of Manny needs to learn black culture to get up to speed. He needs to get up to speed. Manny needs to know. If we want to have a debate about Baby Boy, you need to be ready and research to know what's going on in Baby Boy. Manny, if I need to talk to you about Otis ain't never meant nothing to the Temptations and ain't nobody paying to see him, I need you to be ready for that, Manny. Ain't nobody here to see Otis. Whitney Houston questions, Manny. We have a million conversations to have that you're not involved in.
Manny, can I ask a question?
What do you need my take in on that for?
We don't need Mark. That's like
because you're ambiguous. We have the black side already held down. The ambiguous person needs to answer this.
The reason why you can't open that forbidden door, Marcus, is for the simple reason: if we make Manny listen to what our perceived musical culture is, he's gonna play us his London rap, his London, trend. Like I'm not ready for that. I just can't do it.
You're not ready for that? I answered a call this week as Wagwan Brethren.
See? I don't know what that means. Just like he don't know blow the whistle. We don't know what Wagwan, whatever he just said.
I'm just saying.
Jamaican, Eric.
Exactly. I don't know those people either.
Yeah.
You don't know those people?
Why would we know Jamaicans? Jamaicans don't exist in California.
Actually, I do know a few Jamaicans in California.
Jamaicans are everywhere.
They're not
really.
They're not very prominent on the West Coast. At least we haven't found it yet.
Stop feeling the rhythm and feeling the rhyme. Watch out, Jamaica! It's bobsled time.
Hey, Manny, can I ask a question? I don't know if you keep tabs with this, but is Great Britain having their qualifying portions for the Olympics? Like, are you having your?
No, they do it different. They don't have no They don't do the trials. Right? We just do the trials.
We do the trials.
They just pick the best athletes.
No, America decides to take all the good athletes, take them from all countries, all of them, and claim them as American, promise them a better life, and then when they do terrible, they're no longer American.
We really do that with the people who run the marathon. That's where our bread and butter. We'd be like, I don't know how American he is.
You start stealing Ethiopians.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
But just look at our soccer team. Those names aren't American at all.
And they still can't win.
Bones!
So anyway, guys, guess what? You know how Jamaica had a bobsled team? We also have a merchandise store. So if you click into our comments, there's a link that will take you to a store to buy merch.
Hold on!
What?
You can't do a segue like that.
Why? Because it was pretty damn good, wasn't it? It was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
The two did not connect, but I accept the segue.
What do you mean they don't connect,
Because
Marcus?
they don't connect. What is a shock that we have a merchandise store?
Yes, it
or is
is.
a shock that Jamaica had a bobsled team? You put that together?
Yes.
I tell you what, though.
I like to think that
you buy some of our merch, you'll feel power. You'll feel pride.
Pride.
You'll be a bad mother.
Ain't gonna take nothing but no one.
And you know what? And if you send us a picture, if you wearing our merch, we will all kiss a lucky egg on air. Just saying.
Yeah. And then each week, when before we start the show, we'll show you the clip of the show when Eric asks me, Marcus, are you dead? And I go, yeah, about each time. Each time.
So please click the link. Right now, we're running a special. You can save 10% on your order if you enter the code Stay Sharp in all capital letters. Please support the show.
Someone bought
Every
a
little
shirt
bit
and
helps.
we need to know who it was. Someone bought a shirt already and we need to know who it was.
You don't understand.
Was it you, Jimmy? Was it you, Kane?
We spent the whole 30 minutes of our pre-show arguing over this whole shirt thing because Marcus feels like we don't need to care, but Manny and I want to know. And
Y'all gonna get me to start smoking
guess what? If you
over
guys
this
want to
shit.
know, new shirt has just been launched. I designed while I was on air. King of the Rope shirt is now available.
Told you.
You decide.
Right now, it's out there. There's 2 editions. You have the regular King of the Ropes, and then you have the Lord Manny edition of the King of the Rope shirt.
It'd be nice if you showed an image of what this shirt looks like, but you know.
It would be nice, but I would rather for them to go to the store. Me and Manny would like anybody who buys a camping cup would be very enjoyable for us. Please buy one. I like the camping cup.
And don't go camping.
I want to go camping one day. I really
For
do.
what? For what?
I like the outdoors, Marcus. It gives me my
You can
peace.
go to the outdoors and then take your ass to a hotel right after.
Mark, why are you such an angry man? Do we
I'm
need to
just
talk
saying,
this out?
camping is stupid.
Not if you like nature.
I like nature. Let's say you walk around nature. Oh, what, sleep in it? No.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Marcus, nature is
I
different.
like
in the
macaroons.
day
You want me
and
to
at
sleep on
night.
macaroons?
If someone can make that much macaroons, but that's a lot of work.
Considering
It's a lot
how
of
long it
nature.
took you to get a mattress.
You probably could have got a bed of macaroons before you got that mattress. Just saying.
Yeah, well, you know.
Day
Whatever.
555.
Wait.
This is day 174. 1074.
Well, thank you, Jamie, for supporting the show. Marcus tried to take credit.
Marcus tried to say he was in the border shirt.
Just so the investigation ended. Them being curious on who bought one, how dare they?
Can someone please tell us why Marcus was so annoyed that me and Manny cared about who purchased the merch that we so tirelessly invested time in to try to make?
Doesn't matter.
Manny
Person's a
found
good
the
person
site.
and a supporter
Then me
of
and
the
Manny
show.
melt together and we designed shirts. Marcus showed up and was like, I hate it because he wasn't a part of it and now he's angry.
Eric, the logo on the Lord Manny Hayes Kings of the Rope shirt needs to be more to the to the left.
Manny, that's just more to the left.
Yeah.
That's the farthest it would go.
Make the logo a little bit smaller then.
You know what? After we get out the air, we can fix it. Because this is the Lord Manny Hayes edition. I really want to put LMH at the bottom just to make sure it even works.
I'm just saying, people, I prefer my logos here. I don't like a gigantic logo like this because it's asking for more questions, to be honest. It's asking for you to have more
That's
questions.
the point of our merchandise, though. It's to be like,
Marcus,
oh, what is
I don't
this?
like going-
And then you explain, and then you sell them on the channel.
Have you met me? Do you think I enjoy interactions with people outside?
Personally,
You want another dry-ass shirt like a dry-ass hamburger.
the way
Put
that
the
I
damn
would like
pickles
the
on
shirt,
there, Manny.
If I could have it my way, I would have a shirt with the Lord Manny edition right there over your breastplate, and then I would have the logo in the back where the tag of the shirt would be, so you can have it front and back advertising. But that is not an option in this store, so therefore it can't happen. So, but still,
Yeah, buy the Lord Manny Hayes version of the shirt. Just saying. You'll thank me afterwards.
Wow. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this edition, and you can thank Manny by buying his shirt if you visit whatever the website is in the click.
The Sharpshooters.creator hyphen. I said hyphen creator. I mean,
Is that really? Is that really
the
is that really
Sharpshooters.creator hyphen spring.com.
And use code Stay Sharp at checkout for 10% off your order. That's Stay Sharp in all capitals, no spaces.
Yeah.
One letter, one word.
And and one day on my website, I will start selling prints, and then you guys can help support me in my cause that I will put back into the show. Maybe.
Don't do that.
You've been saying that for 30 years.
Put money in our pockets.
Nah.
Jasper is starving, okay? Can we get him some good food? No dog should have to eat processed food, okay? No one. I saw that in the commercial ad. I don't honestly know what that means.
Oh, when she be like, you keep your food in the refrigerator? And he was like, bitch, get out my house.
Yeah.
Anyway, we hope you guys
watch Kinds of Kindness. Don't watch that movie. It's awful.
Watch along next Saturday for Money in the Bank in Toronto. I'm pretty sure these two lads will be back on Tuesday. Am I correct for the Untitled Manny and Marcus show?
What?
You guys be back Tuesday for the Untitled Manny and Marcus show? Okay. All right.
I'm still, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, Marcus don't know what his schedule is. Hey, you might even miss out on 4th of July, man. Damn.
It happens. I've missed them before. I guess you guys ain't getting those plates I was bringing.
Man, we thought you was coming to be part of the family like Fast and the Furious, and then you go and do some shit like this, man.
You know what? Sometimes you know what? Just sit around and talk about family and drink Coronas with Vin Diesel. I can't believe you guys book him every year to your family cookouts every year so he can talk about the importance.
Well, congratulations to Marcus and his new endeavors. As we're really proud of him. Kane, because we don't know how to move merch, so we're still learning. So thanks for the tip. Next week we will say just check the description to buy merch.
No. Saying the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com should be a norm, and everybody should get used to saying the sharpshooters.creator-spring.com and click the description in the link below if you choose. But type it in if we'll let you.
Oh, don't play games with us during the live stream next week. We might have a ticker that goes across. Buy our merch.
We already have that.
Yeah, but it might come back.
No, but we've done that on every show this week.
And it hasn't worked.
We sold a show to Jimmy.
Jimmy bought a shirt.
Yeah.
Jimmy also donates to the show, though. Jimmy,
don't discredit what Jimmy does.
Jimmy's
the producer of the Sharpshooters.
Yeah, Jimmy is probably an honorary sharpshooter that he should be box 4 if we ever had the 4th box.
He's our
Jimmy, would you rather come on the show?
He's our Don Simpson or Jerry Bruckheimer.
So, see, Manny can be solo.
Why the fuck is Manny solo? Don't do that to Manny.
He likes to be in charge. I could be the MFT.
No. Hold on. Take that off. I like to be in charge. I don't like to be in charge. Someone has to take charge.
That's what someone that likes to be in charge always says.
Oh wait, so
no,
are we saying that Mark is supposed to be solo?
No, if I didn't say let's do the merch last weekend, would we have merch?
Nope. If Betty didn't say, hey, maybe we should do a live stream. Maybe we should do this live. Will we have a live stream? Probably not.
Might be right.
Yeah, but
you don't get to be solo.
I don't want to be solo.
It's too late.
Looking pregnant.
I wouldn't put that on you anyway. You get pregnant with a mohawk and a.
Mark, do you want to be Jacob, Marcus? Because you're unpredictable.
No, I don't want to be Jacob. He's going to jail. Although that does fit my reputation.
Manny, I can make you the
always ready to fight. Always got to stay ready to be ready.
See, Jimmy recognized Manny as the tribal chief. They gonna have to put my ass to the table. I'm not gonna acknowledge that shit.
Thank you, Jimmy. I appreciate you.
Next thing you know, Manny's gonna go design his shirt with him wearing the beads so it can be on top of his breastplate right there. They're like,
no, I'm gonna buy the beads. What are you talking about? I'm gonna wear a shirt with beads, and it's called an ulafala, Eric. Respect people's traditions.
Well, in Eric's defense, Roman Reigns wears an ulafala. Solo has beads.
Yes, that ain't the real ulafala. That ain't
the real ulafala.
It ain't the real one. Because I know Roman's ulafala has a couple of nicks in some of the red beads from when he, had gotten to altercations. Anyway, I think we have rambled on enough. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm Eric.
I'm the racially ambiguous, all gravy, charismatic enigma, Lord Manny Hayes.
Fuck it. If Tamatonga can call himself the MFT, I'm gonna call myself the MFT too. And I'm not gonna give you reasons why I'm the MFT. I'm just gonna say I'm the MF motherfucking T.
Marcus, you strike me more as the infamous grand finale. That's what I'm just saying. But hey, needless to say, it doesn't matter. Remember, check the link in the description to buy merch to help support the show. See, Kane, I learned. Thank you for the criticism. Until next week, when we do this live on the live stream, and I go crazy when someone who I like wins the Money in the Bank, that's not LA Knight. Stay sharp. We out.
Oh, it's in Canada next week, isn't it?